My poem, Participatory Democracy, dedicated to true democratic world where people vote for real issues, void of political parties. Note 1. What good is expensive multi-party election where media reign, many don't vote, countries ruled by minority ideology, supported by military and non-elected private think tanks equates to philosopher kings, destroying true democracy and emboldening monarchical oligarchy. It is time elections are held on issues best for the country and the world. Note 2. This poem is a draft proposal for how to conduct a nationwide elections without political parties among competing independent candidates. Let us recollect our memory about the very definition of democracy. If 3 out of 5 agree, majority prevails without much controversy. Now assume a fictitious country of 1 million people with voting eligibility, but only 60% cast votes with legitimacy, and a party wins 55% of 60% total ballot casting, claiming majority. That makes 33% people celebrating victory, obtain 20-25% of split votes, ruling in reality, making decisions for the majority as undemocratic minority, giving in to the authoritative intelligence and military. Thus, the due process in multi-party democracy divides people in the line of the party, encourages obedience to ideology as loyalty, and the party stance takes priority over the country, often helping issues hijacked from behind by the preemptive military, strengthening corporate allies against national, international integrities. Now imagine a world without any political party. Citizens vote for candidates on issues good for the country. No one is running a campaign with ideology, only with solutions and methodology for a better society, on issues compiled by election agency as pre-election national survey for local and federal constituency. Thus, media won't hijack issues with diversions, derogatory. Private pollsters can speculate anymore relentlessly. Tax issues dealt by accountants and crime by judiciary. No place for political hypocrisy, just honesty and simplicity. No need for endorsement, party line voting or lobbying. Parliament not a mockery of partisan politics and infighting. No assassinations, physical or character, ruining friends and family. It is simple like nationwide trivial examination, where ballots are not just a tick mark but evaluation. Voters are markers, judging candidates' knowledge on issues and resolutions for all municipal, provincial and national general election. Election is fought over 5 most important issues, making election day holiday for deliberation of views, when media is absolutely committed for election coverage, ensuring voters have chances to view and hear the debates, making voting a mandatory participatory game. Cities, provinces or states run primaries with issues as appropriate. 5 top scorers are selected for the general debate. Then voters go to polls to mark candidates. Top scorer wins based on issues weighted average, has option for joining provincial or central government. Second place will take the option not taken by the first place. The top scorers who opted for the central government would debate on 5 most important national and global interests. All countrywide elected members would evaluate their speeches. Again, the top scorer is eligible as Prime Minister or President. Runner-up would be Deputy Prime Minister or Vice President. They will form cabinet with team members again based on weighted average. No elected members must be without a portfolio or committee associates. 5 top scorers from province or state would debate on issues important for local federal interface, and all elected members would mark their scores on the debate, making the top scorer as the governor or premier, the runner-up as lieutenant governor or deputy premier. Both will select cabinet from the members based on weighted average. If every nation on earth follows this principle, irrespective of the size of the population, there will be no need for wars for competition. No one will party while many suffering from destruction and starvation. A world free from physical and character assassination. No preemptive strikes at the United Nations or distant mission. A happy world live among neighborly communion, recognizing partition-inflicted geographic limitation, sharing each other's art, industry, science, and religion, keeping diplomacy alive with honest and friendly discussion, enjoying the vastness of worldwide cultural evolution, watching civilization evolve without discrimination, solving issues progressively in peaceful union, establishing heaven on earth for eternal salvation. Poems by Kalki. World must realize united monarchy is the greatest threat to human civilization, using covert banking, mercenaries, anti-Semites, intelligence, and military, which has been systematically destroying democracy and culture around the world for perpetuating oligarchy of shadow power hiding behind constitutional means guaranteed monarchy. There is every cause for celebrating united efforts towards one world, but fellow world citizens must stand tall to ensure that world is not ruled from the underworld with mafia-like covert intelligence agencies, Bilderberg-like secret aristocratic constitutional monarchy, and Vatican-like intruding evangelical supremacy, whose only aim is to continue oligarchy. Now to end the poem, if USA is really serious about democratizing the world, why not start with the United Kingdom, the main colonizing force, its tributaries including Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Belgium, Netherlands, Spain, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and Luxembourg, and accessories including Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, Kuwait, Oman, Jordan, Bhutan, and Japan. Last but not least, USA must have a central election commission, and all senators must be chosen by elections to eradicate philosopher kings whose allegiance are to the United Kingdom of Israel. God bless America, God bless our world, God bless all citizens towards true participatory democratic consciousness.